With StraightSmile Solutions, and today I'm going to show you how to start creating YouTube videos for your YouTube channel. And really this is meant to be more dentist facing, how to start your own content YouTube channel that you can use to share with your patients and to also market for new patients. Remember now, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, all those ones are the new Google, right? This is how people under age 30-ish search for information. If they're looking for a dentist, that's how they're going to search. So if you aren't making regular content and posting it to these sites, you will not be found. And it's free. So I know that you have knowledge, your team has knowledge, everyone has knowledge they can share. You can do like what I'm doing here, which is just recording a screen and talking. You don't even have to, you could be in your pajamas. Nobody's going to know. Obviously, if you're going to record a screen, it should be your pictures, something that you want to show, something like your office. You can't use other people's content. But you can also record yourself. You do not need to have this professionally done, but if you want to have it look a little more professional, you could always send it to something like Fiverr and look at my other videos. I've showed you how to set up a Fiverr account. You pay someone $5 and I will send you my Fiverr people who are all trusted. I've tried many of them. There's good ones. I have ones that do video editing, $5, you know, $5, $10 somewhere in there for a 5-minute video. They'll put captions, headers, footers, watermarks, stuff like that. It's really easy. Anyways, I'm going to show you now how to make a YouTube video. So obviously you're going to record the video, right? Whether you do it on your phone. What I do when I go on my phone is I bought like a $20 tripod. It just like clips my phone in there. It just like spring clips it just so I get a nice angle. Obviously, if you're going to record, you kind of want to record at face level or a little bit down so you don't have a funny looking double chin or anything like that. My suggestion is also to buy a $20 microphone, whether you want to Bluetooth it or you want to have it go from your phone, you know, and clip it to your shirt. You'll have better audio if you do that. So, I mean, we're talking the investment is like $40 right now. It's pretty minor. If you got kids that do TikTok videos and other stuff at home, they probably have tripods and all this stuff already, and they know how to do all this. So this is a great thing that you can give to your kids to help you with the editing initially. If you want to learn how to do it, they know how to do this stuff. Or any teens really. Anyone 12 and up probably knows how to do this and they could do a great job. And right now during the lockdown, if you're looking for things for them to do, I give my kids jobs all the time, things that they can record, edit. Hey, look for followers for me on TikTok, look for followers for me on Instagram, you know, friend them, do this for me. For every 100 legit followers, you get $5 or something like that, or a gift card to Xbox or something like that. Anyways, just suggestions. If you don't want to do it yourself, you could also source this to your team. I guarantee your team is awesome at this. Okay. So anyways, this is my YouTube site. I'd say working on this for a couple years, but like aggressively working on it for about a year and a half. I have easily several hundred videos, if not maybe close to 1,000. I don't even know how many I have now. My KPI or my key performance indicator is to try to create a couple unique pieces of content per week. I have stuff that's kind of in like a list. As I think of ideas, I make like a little list and note in my phone, and then when I have free time, I do it. But things will come up every day. I also just find things, you know, I'm like, oh, I should make a video about this, you know, and I take suggestions from people. Suggestions from your patients. They will say, hey, I want to understand this. Any questions you get throughout the day, just start writing them down and then start creating answers, because these are all searchable things that people will be searching for, and then that will lead them to your office. Okay. So once you created your video, whatever it is, YouTube can be any length, 10 minutes, 1 minute, 30 minutes, whatever. You're going to go ahead and push this plus button right here. Okay. Once you've set up your YouTube account, if you haven't set up your YouTube account yet, then you will need to, assuming you have a Google email, all you have to do is just go through Google to set it up through your, what do they call it? You know, like the Google platform, like, you know, I don't even remember what it's called anymore. It's called something, but, you just go in there and say, I want to set up a YouTube account, and it should be synced. Initially, I think I had to, I think I had to do something with a postcard where they had to verify my address, and then they had to send a postcard to my business address, and I had to put in some secret code. So it does take a week or two initially to set it up. And once you do that, then you can do it. Okay. So you're going to push this plus button, and then it's going to let you upload your video. It probably take a few minutes to upload a video. If it's a really long video, it might take 10, 15, 20 minutes. Kind of depends on your Wi-Fi. If it's a 1-minute video, it just take about a minute. And you go ahead and push this button right here and you upload it. At that point, this screen capture does not let me change pages. So I can't really show you what I'm doing here, but I'll make another video later. But at this point, you're going to put in the title. Just remember you want, and then there's a body of information where you can put it. And then there's a section for keywords. So titles should be something that's searchable, you know, you can see all my titles I put in there. My body of information, which you can see right here, you get like about a paragraph to put in. I just keep mine as a template, and it's pretty self-explanatory. I can show you guys around if you want, but I just have something that just gets posted on every single one. It's just a little bit about my company. You can do that a little bit about you and your office. You know, obviously you want to make sure you have actionable items, contact information, websites, links, phone numbers, and emails in there so people can reach you. And then lastly is going to be keywords. Same thing, my keywords just get recycled. I change them periodically. The way I initially got my keyword list, and I believe you can even look for this on my stuff. And my keywords, of course, are going to be stuff that, because I'm B2B and you're B2C. So my keywords are going to be stuff that dentists would be looking up. Your keywords need to be a little more colloquial. So they need to be like what a patient would say. So a patient might be asking about Smile Direct Club. They might be asking about the difference between Invisalign and braces, you know, basic keywords of stuff that patients would call it. They're going to call them caps and nut crowns, you know, stuff like that, whatever you want to talk about. So you should have a diverse keywords. I got my initial list of keywords from my SEO director who ran my website, and they run SEO all the time, and they kind of know what brings people to your website and what's popular and what's like really popular and searchable, so they can give you an initial list. Every 6 months or so, you should be checking on it and updating it, putting stuff in so that people can find you. There's a couple other things that you can do within YouTube, but I mean, you want to say it's not for kids, because it's for kids, there's all these rules. And then just a couple other things. There's something called cards. You want to click the cards button because that allows you to attach some of your other videos so that these pop-ups come up, right? So that they can click on other videos, so that they can subscribe to your videos and other stuff. But we can worry about that later. But right now you just want to get the videos in there. Once you've created the video, then you can take the link and you can drop it in various social media platforms. If it's less than a minute, you can put it in Instagram. Otherwise, if it's more than a minute, then you cannot put it in Instagram. But you can put it in LinkedIn and you can put it in Facebook and just drop it right in. And then it's going to bring people right to your website. You can connect all that. Everything's like a big circle, right? So same thing, you can go TikTok to Instagram, Instagram to Facebook, Facebook to, everything's interconnected, right? So you need to make sure you're weaving all your social medias together. So if one clicks on one, they can go to the other. This is just a great way. And then lastly, all kinds of things, your website developer / Facebook person, if you don't have one, you really should, because Facebook is complicated. I can tell you who's great. You want to make sure you have Facebook Pixel. Facebook Pixels are super smart because anyone that lands on your Facebook or even lands on your website will now have a little tag, so that if they land on your website, Facebook will know. And then later, if you do run an ad, which you should be doing ads, especially right now, they're cheap, that person will be targeted because it was somebody that initially was interested in you or your website. And if you've ever had that happen where you go to some website, and that's called cookies, you know, where it remembers things. If you ever had that experience where like you go to some random website that somebody mentions and then all of a sudden it's in your Facebook feed and you're like, how did they know I went there? That's from the Pixel. So it's really important. It's pretty easy to install the Pixel. I installed my own, but you might need some help initially. But if you have a website developer, they can handle all that for you. You want to make sure you get that all set up. It's super important. And again, a little bit about Facebook ads. I suck at them. I've told people that. I tried for years and I'm pretty good at tech. And it's very complicated and it's always changing. It really is. So it's something I finally gave up and outsourced. And since I did that, I've been doing ClickFunnels and all this other stuff. And it has been worth it. It really, really has. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to pay someone a monthly fee to manage it for you, but the ROI will be big, assuming you are making content. That is the main thing. You have to make organic content on a regular basis. And you have to be willing to do it what they ask for. If you don't give them what they're asking for and think of things And if, as long as you're seeing patients, you have content. All your patients can sign social media releases. They all have, you know, pictures and things going on, and you can tell stories about these patients and testimonials, and your team can make content. There's just an unlimited supply of content. The more content, the better. So that will bring people, you'll become a trusted source. Patients will realize you know what you're talking about, which we all know that you do great work. You have a really friendly staff. You have a nice, clean office. Your office cares about them. They care about them, their security, their health, infection control. This is how we do it. Oh, I can go on. So much to say. But anyways, that's how you start a YouTube channel and create content. Try to do a few pieces per week, build up that archive. And remember, once you have 1,000 subscribers, which may take time, you know, but once you have 1,000 subscribers, you can monetize it. And this is something, it might only be a few cents per click, but over time, this is basically almost an investment, assuming YouTube never goes away and it's not showing any sign of going away, that, you know, later, I mean, this kind of stuff, as long as you're keeping it fresh and new, it might provide another passive revenue stream. And this will take many years to set up. So, I mean, it's kind of like watching grass grow. I've been working on mine and I'm almost at that point. And it's sure not going to be a huge revenue. It's not like these people, you know, that made slime videos last year and it went viral. Right now, slime is super out, so nobody's clicking on them anymore. Dentist videos is something that it's never going to go away. People are always going to need to go to the dentist, and they're always going to need information. And if they like your attitude and they like your staff and they like your style and they like your humor, and if you're dry and you're not like that, you know, you might be like a not that kind of person, then have team members run it. Okay. Have your wife run it. Have your kids help you. You know, that may not be you, but there's other people that can do it for you, you know? So anyways, that's all I want to say. Hopefully that's helpful. Thank you.